Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. I am Cooper the Red, and this is Boros Initiative. This is a cool deck that I saw on YouTube. I was checking out Snapbolt, and he came back to YouTube to post a league with Boros Initiative, and I thought the deck looked really cool and really fun. So I want to play it too. Basically, this is going to be a more of a mid-rangey kind of a deck, uh, kind of control. Anyways, we got a bunch of big stuff to do with our mana. We've got Goliath Paladin. One of the best things that you can be doing with your creatures right now is taking the initiative. We've got Ardent Elementalist, which is going to sort of combo with Ephemerate, allowing us to create loops. So we can ephemerate the Ardent Elementalist with the Ephemerate Rebound to get the instant back into our hand. And then we also get whatever we use the front hand on. We can either use both on the Ardent Elementalist and get an extra spell back, or we could use it on, say, Stonehorn Dignitary to keep the opponent from attacking us ever. We could also use it on Goliath Paladin to improve our initiative. And there's other things we can hit with Ephemerate as well. If we lose the Monarch, we could hit Palace Sentinels and take it back. Inspiring Overseer will gain us a life and draw a card. Spirited Companion will draw a card. And Dawnbringer Cleric does a whole bunch of cool stuff. We can either gain life with it, destroy an enchantment, or exile a card from a graveyard. All three of these abilities are actually very useful. And then if we start looking at some of our other spells besides Ephemerate, we have a single copy of Late to Dinner, a really cool reanimation spell, which is going to allow us to return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, but also we get a food token from it, and that's going to allow us to gain a little bit of life. And I think that getting a little bit of life is definitely something that could be very useful in the meta. We have 4 copies of Prismatic Strands in the main. This is one of the things that I really liked about the deck. Prismatic Strands is a very powerful card, so being able to play 4 of them, I'm for that. The one change, the one singular change I made to Snapbolt's list is that I'm playing Smash to Dust over Elic Trickery. Kind of feel like Smash is just slightly better in the current metagame, but I could be wrong on that. Instant speed is pretty good, but this does other things as well. Similar to a Braid, we're able to destroy an artifact to Smash to Dust, and if we actually do come across a Walls deck, then we can just use it to destroy a creature with Defender. We've got 4 copies of Cleansing Wildfire. I really like this card. When it first came out, I was doing a whole bunch of brewing with it, and or was it when the bridges came out? I'm trying to remember which one came out first. If I right click, is it going to tell me the years these were printed? Apparently not. That's okay. So basically, we're going to be able to use Cleansing Wildfire to target one of our bridges, and since the bridge is indestructible, Cleansing Wildfire becomes a ramp card instead of a land destruction card. We're able to take a basic out of our library, put it into play, and draw a card. One of the best ramp spells possible. Already briefly mentioned, we're playing a Braid. We've got 2 copies of Journey to Nowhere. This is going to be some nice removal if an opposing creature is too large for us to take out with a Braid or Lightning Bolt. Speaking of which, we've got 3 of those, and we have 2 Faithless Lootings. Faithless Looting is a fantastic way to be able to get some of the extra lands out of your hand if you're flooding out, be able to redraw into gas. It can also help you find lands. If you're mana screwed, you can get rid of some of your big mana spells, and then, throw a Goliath Paladin into the graveyard, and once you get your mana going, target it with Late to Dinner. Let's see here. So as far as the sideboard goes, we got a couple Breath Weapon, fantastic for sweeping the board. Unfortunately, it does hit a couple of our cards, more than a couple. Spirited Companion, Spiring Overseer and Ardent Elementalist all die to our own breath weapon, but we're the one casting it, so we get to choose when the right moment to strike is. We've got 4 copies of Pyroblast versus those pesky blue decks. We've got a Gorilla Shaman to go along with our 4 copies of Dust to Dust versus Affinity. We've got Dawnbringer Cleric copies 3 and 4, as well as 2 copies of a Ration Cleric, and these are going to be very good versus Burn, giving us a decent blocker as well as 3 life. Alright, alright. It's not great, but I mean, we've got 3 lands, we've got both of our colors. I think that I'm going to keep this. Medium hand keep. Oh, looks like I have a stop on upkeep for some reason. Let's get rid of that. Zuria's Guild Gate. Okay, so we're going to be... Oh, good draw. Good draw. Question becomes then, do we start cleansing Wildfire their lands? Or do we want to hit our own lands to be setting up our mana? Usually, it is best to be hitting our own lands so that we get that ramp. That's what our deck is kind of built on. But there are exceptions. Especially against a deck that, like maybe doesn't play basics, or if we get to target a Karoo land. Targeting Karoo lands is pretty great. Ooh, I hope they don't have a Spell Pierce or something here. And a Boros Garrison. Okay, all the lands. There's a Basilisk Gate from the opponent. Still no plays. They're probably holding up counter magic here. Okay, so they've got something they want to do. They're going to play the Sacred Cat. And a Squadron Hawk. We get another Cleansing Wildfire off the top. The thing is, if I Cleansing Wildfire, then I'm not going to have the mana to Journey to Nowhere. I kind of want to Journey to Nowhere the Sacred Cat, so they aren't able to embalm it. But improving our mana, getting to draw a card here, it's so attractive. I think we're going to want to do that. Alternatively, we could hit their Basilisk Gate with a Wildfire. This definitely has all the makings of a difficult matchup. We're both playing, kind of similar styles. We do have access to the Rhino Stonehorn Dignitary, which could potentially which could be pretty good against the Basilisk Gate deck if we can keep it on board. Another Cleansing Wildfire, cool. And then with the Cleansing Wildfires, are we supposed to get rid of their gates, like their colored gates, to keep them off good mana? Or are we supposed to go off their Basilisk gates to keep them from, pumping their stuff? I kind of feel like attacking their colored mana could be a good way to go about it. Yeah, Carrozo, usually it's much better to ramp. What are we ramping into right now? That's true, they only do have 4 Basilisk gates. Ooh, we get the Stonehorn. And now they're going to have to choose between having blue mana or white mana. No! No! All right, so opponent has a Brainstorm here during their main phase. And casts a Squadron Hawk. Grabbing another Squadron Hawk. And it looks like they're going to go to discard. Yeah, they're going to discard here. I wanted to get that extra Squadron Hawk. Discarding, I don't know how many basics they have. Oh, that is such a good card. Too bad they have that Prismatic Strands. Let me take a look at my copy of Caw Gate, but this is like a really old copy. Okay, they have quite a few, so we're not going to be able to actually take them off colored mana. But we have like stifled their mana a little bit. So yeah, the deck I was looking at had like, what was it? 4 islands and 2 plains. Okay, here's a preordain from the opponent. Let's see how they scry. 1 top, 1 bottom. They find the Guild Gate and they decide to get in for some damage here. It's going to be 5 damage in the air. No, 4. They're going to keep the prismatic strands up. Very smart. We draw our own copy of prismatic strands. Not bad. Hey, thanks for the follow, friend. Very fair, Marco. I'm kind of toying around, seeing like what we could do to get them to stumble. If we get rid of the Basilisk Gates, then we just give them more colored mana to cast their spells. But who knows? Yeah, Rhino is the plan here. And we're not going to need prismatic strands if we have the Rhino. I hate this card so much. Hopefully the opponent hates it more. Another Basilisk Gate from the opponent. Yeah, exactly, right? It's only bad on the other side of the table. You'd say that about a lot of Magic cards. Ephemerate is what we're looking for. We have the loop here, but they're going to have access to some forms of counter magic. On top, on top, on top. That Prismatic Strands in the graveyard looking very strong. I want to just smash these Squadron Hawks to dust, but we can't. Akuyara, hello. Things are going all right. How you doing? Yeah, Cleric. Cleric would be great to get rid of that Prismatic Strands for sure. I mean, we can attack for 1 pretty safely. It does mean we couldn't flash back Prismatic Strands, but we've got 2 we can cast. Oh, you just finished your last day of work before vacation. Congratulations. Are you going to be going somewhere or doing a thing? You're thinking Bolt? I was thinking a Braid, because they don't exactly have like a ton of artifacts that we have to worry about destroying, and then we can use our 2 mana spell instead of the 1 mana spell. I mean, it's a very small difference. And they just let that happen instead of using the prismatic strands. Ooh, for hiking. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. Faithless Looting. That's an interesting one. We could put Prismatic Strands into the graveyard, but I kind of like being able to cast and recast them. The hand actually seems pretty good right now. Let's wait until we draw some more lands and we can discard those. So we're gonna do Basilisk Gate again. Let's bolt. Awesome. They use the Prismatic Strands. Great. Okay, so we're gonna let that happen, and then we'll Prismatic Strands to prevent the damage, and then we'll try to get Smash to Dust to get rid of these Hawks. Prevent white damage. The Modern Age. Yep. And they no longer have enough mana for Prismatic Strands, but they could have a counterspell. Oh. Well, there's a Prismatic Strands in the graveyard, but they don't have any creatures untapped to flash it back. Find a Plains. Okay. Let's Smash to Dust. You're thinking loot first? I mean, we do have a land to discard. Do we know what we're looking for with looting? I guess Ephemerate. So yeah, that makes sense. Counterspelled. We find the Ephemerate. Let's go. Let's discard the Plains and the Late to Dinner. Hold on. We'll attack first and get that damage in. Ephemerate Elementalist. Get back. Smash to Dust. And smash. Cool. All right, so opponent discards a Spell Pierce with the Modern Age. I mean, we do have a lot of lands in play, so Spell Pierce is not the most attractive counterspell. A bit of red mana from the opponent. What is this? They're going to fire, dealing damage to Ardent Elementalist. Yeah, just more bridges, although it gives the appearance of playing Deadly Dispute. Or, you know, like other things like Suffocating Fumes. So we could Prismatic Strands, and I think that's important. We do want to keep the Ardent Elementalist, and now I'm kind of like regretting attacking with the Stonehorn Dignitary. One damage versus being able to flashback Prismatic Strands. I think that keeping the Elementalist here is a little bit too important to attack with Stonehorn Dignitary, but hey, we're learning. We don't have the option to use it from the grave because I attacked. So yeah, we should have, but we should not have attacked. I should not have attacked. Nice, it resolves. Choose red, and F6. So they have 5 cards left in hand, and this is where we ephemerate the Ardent Elementalist to get the ephemerate back. Hey, handsome. And they counterspell that. Yep. So there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. We find another Prismatic Strands. What are we going to do here? We have Faithless. We can discard Prismatic Strands. Kind of want to keep the Bolt, though. We get another Ephemerate and a Dawnbringer Cleric. Oh my god, this is so good. The Dawnbringer Cleric. So happy about that. We just get to destroy the Modern Age. Ephemerate, get back Ephemerate. Ephemerate. Get back, I don't know, Lightning Bolt? And then just kill their critter? We have the Dawnbringer Cleric to flashback Prismatic Strands once. But we are now empty-handed, besides the double Ephemerate looking to come back. And we are also quite behind on clock, by over a minute. I should definitely be... Oh, no, I can't F6 here. I was thinking like, oh, I should be F6, I'm empty-handed. But I do have Prismatic Strands. Okay, so the first preordain was double bottom. Here's another preordain, double bottom. I'm going to flip the graveyard out here in case we get our opportunity to ephemerate. Probably going to be looking to grab lightning bolts at this point to close out the game. Oh, I mean the ephemerates, actually, obviously. Grab the ephemerates, attack, I don't know. Oh, Journey to Nowhere is going to take the Ardent Elementalist here, but we do get it back when we ephemerate the Dawnbringer Cleric. Oh, they're going for the Cleric. Okay. So that means that they're going to have access to a spell. They have red mana here, so then they could kill the Ardent Elementalist. And if we try to Prismatic Strands now, that's a little bit, I mean, like, it's not the worst. We have 3 in the graveyard. Using one now, probably fine. Just in case whatever their red spell is a sorcery. But okay. Pro red. And this is preventing red damage, not protection from red. Slight difference. So I'm not like, if I said pro white, I wasn't going to be able to prevent the journey from working. Well, show me the card so I can cast it. So they cast a Modern Age after the Brainstorm. Discard a Sacred Cat. Recast it. Plays another Basilisk Gate. Pull the cat. Prismatic Strands. And they have the red mana up. Oops. So this is definitely where my inexperience with the deck is going to be a problem. Because these loops are going to be taking me longer than they would be taking someone like Snapbolt. And then we start to look at time being a factor. Casting Ephemerate off red, exactly. It's a pro play for sure. I mean, they do have access to Prismatic Strands out of the yard right now. I'm going to try to Ephemerate the Stonehorn Dignitary here. Take away their combat. Faithless Looting. Love to see it. Some Goliath Paladins. And we are just way, way too far behind on the clock here. Despite, like being able to win the first game here, it's taking too long. Part of the problem is I'm not yielding to my triggers. So they have one more Prismatic Strands. And we only have 7 minutes left on our clock versus their 11:42. So despite winning the game, we are in trouble. Yeah, definitely going to need to get a little bit better at that. Got a lot of cards I want to bring in here. I have no idea what I want to bring out. Definitely like the Smash to Dust. Like I'm bringing in Breath Weapon. I want to keep Smash. A Braid seems like our worst removal spell. All right, gotta go fast. Mulligan. Oof. Mulligan. Keep this. Get rid of Strands and Companion. Okay, so let's play Spirited Companion, draw a card. Find another Cleric. Come on, play something we can hit with Cleric here. Amazing. They discard Prismatic Strands, play a Caw Gate. Boros Garrison will return the Mountain and attack for 1. F6. Another Modern Age. Incredible. They discard another Prismatic Strands. We find Breath Weapon. Here's that Cleric. Destroy that enchantment. We'll attack for 2 and pass the turn up with Ephemerate available. Here's a Sacred Cat. And it looks like turn is passing back to us. Okay. Find another Inspiring Overseer. Let's cast it. Find a bridge. We'll play that too. Attack with a pair of our critters. And they're at 15. When your 2-mana creature destroys their Modern Age, oh man. Such value. Dawnbringer Cleric of their own. Sure. They're going to destroy our Spirited Companion. Do we bother trying to save that? I don't have a lot of time to be agonizing over these decisions. I just have to play. They're going to fire to kill 2 of my critters. Brutal. Well, nothing I can do about that. I don't have Prismatic Strands up. Cleansing Wildfire is a start. feel like I have a lot of lands now. Maybe I should start keeping these for faithless looting. Okay, preordained 2 to the bottom. They only have 1 card in hand. Find another Cleansing Wildfire. Let's cast it. Find a Journey to Nowhere. Not bad. Journey takes care of a cat for good. I guess if we hit the Dawnbringer, we just have better attacks. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not worried about skipping the blockers phase. I'm worried about wanting to use prismatic strands, I guess. And now Pyroblast. Tap target permanent, draw a card. Sure. Oh, I know Carrozo. Dawnbringer Cleric. They don't actually have anything really good for us to hit besides the prismatic strands in their graveyard. Well, I mean that is a path to victory for them. They're going to cast it in response, prevent all white damage, I guess. They have 2 cards in hand, passing back. Find Ardent Elementalist. They try and counterspell. We'll Pyroblast. Resolves, let's get Ephemerate. Get Pyroblast back. They play a land. And what do we draw? We get another land. Shit. Fuck. Oh, fuck me. I'm so low on time, I'm making just stupid plays here. But I guess it's fine because opponent saves me from my own bad play. That was going to kill my own Ardent Elementalist. Drop return, get another Pyroblast. Yeah, that's going to be the next target. Should have done it during my turn, for sure. Oh, fucking Squadron Hawk. What a pain. Trying to do it off red mana again. Drop return, another land. Draw another Prismatic Strands. This is definitely one of the problems with taking the Goliath Paladin out of the deck. Well, I think that if I were a faster player, we would win this game and match, but uh, it is what it is. What's our draw for the turn? Another land. Let's keep this. Got both of our colors, plenty of lands. Yeah, the graveyard definitely should be open. Towards the end we were doing that, but not at the start. And the stack should be closer. Can move the stack around. Vault of Whispers could mean a few things. Blood Fountain. So this could either be Black Garden or it could be Affinity. Affinity. Okay. So I'm probably going to want to try to set up for Palace Sentinels. Let's smash to dust the Vault of Whispers, play the Rustvale Bridge. And then next turn, Palace Sentinels. Oh, look at that. Maybe not Palace Sentinels this turn then, huh? So they're going to use a blood token here. Discarding Kark Clan Shaman. Looks like they did not find a land. Coming back to our turn, and we're going to be able to play Goliath Paladin now. Okay, they concede. Getting game 1 versus Affinity is a good feeling because now we know we're bringing in our Affinity Hate, Dust to Dust, and Gorilla Shaman. Smash to Dust, definitely better than Ephemerate in this matchup. Could bring in some number of Pyroblasts as well. Yeah, I definitely don't mind getting rid of a Bolt. You can get rid of maybe a Dawnbringer Cleric. Just keep one. Clans, hello. You think out Rhino, huh? I mean, like, if we're good on the Dust to Dust plan, then yeah, the Rhino does nothing, but Rhino can definitely save our bacon. We're fighting Affinity. Well, I mean, one looting is as good as it's basically two. So two lootings is basically four. Hey, Obsidian Jeff. Love Gorilla Shaman. Yeah, fantastic card. Used to be a lot better. Still quite good. Late to dinner. I'm kind of medium on late to dinner. I kind of like it. Keep this. Looks good. Find the Dust to Dust. Very nice. That's a destructible land. Kind of want to destruct it. They do have a counterspell available here. So I'm thinking we might want to entice them into playing that counterspell with the Abrade. And that way we get to keep the Gorilla Shaman and the Dust to Dust for later. We do need a land to Ponza, but if we let them keep the counterspell, then they have it for next turn. And meanwhile, we have Gorilla Shaman for next turn, worst case. Oh, upkeep, yeah. Yeah, upkeep of Braid was the way to go there for sure. Yeah. 100%. I'm still all tingly from last game. I gotta slow my pace down. Like was so focused on going faster, now I need to slow down. Alright, untap land on top, thank you. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's destroy their stuff. Oh, they're gonna use the blood token. Okay, I was gonna destroy that next. Galvanic Blast on the Shaman. We could ephemerate it. I kind of feel like Shaman has done its job, but if we keep it, then they're not able to play their other lands. Let's save it. The card is just too good. If we ephemerate the Gorilla Shaman, we don't get to attack, but the ephemerate is then in the graveyard, which is a good deal. Let's play this Companion, see if we draw an untapped land. We don't. Play this, and pass. And chump. Another blood fountain. So we'll get rid of that blood token. Find another land. All right, let's start with our chump blocker. Draw a card. Cleansing Wildfire. Should have bolted the fridge. That's a new one. You mean oh yeah. Yeah, obviously. Kill the Mirror Enforcer. Gotta play slower, gotta play slower. Okay. I did not know. Get another bolt. Let's play one more land. I don't know what kind of fridges y'all have been using. It's a nice square 4/4. Cool. Hey, blind. Okay. Another chump. And this time we're going to be able to take the creature off the board. Vulture. So I guess if we take the Blood Fountain off the board, they only have one artifact, and future Dust to Dust won't be able to kill the Drossforge Bridge, but we could target our own Drossforge Bridge and their Drossforge Bridge with Dust to Dust to get them on 0. So I think if they do nothing here, I'll hold up a Rustvale Bridge and kill this Blood Fountain. No, they just concede. Fantastic. I mean, pretty difficult to deal with. They were low on lands. We managed to get that Dust to Dust off, and then the Gorilla Shaman just carried us the rest of the way. So that was a fantastic Ephemerate to save the Shaman. This one, oh man, we are going to get stuck on 2 lands with this hand. Oh man. But we got both our colors. We have interaction. Keep it and hate it. Ice Tunnel. Okay, so we're up against Dimir Terror. Ooh, we find the next land. Amazing. Let's keep finding lands here. I think this is going to be a pretty tough matchup. I'm not positive, but it seems like a removal is not very well positioned against 5/5s. And then Prismatic Strands only prevents the damage from one colored source. So if they have a blue creature and a black creature, then it doesn't work too well. All right, they're going to grab a Snuff Out here, I imagine. I guess they could just leave the Snuff Out in the graveyard, but seems like a pretty good card to get a hold of. Think if it goes long, we get it. Cool, cool, cool. Mm. I I do appreciate that you are speaking in English, and I do ask that y'all continue doing that. It's just easier for me to be able to see what's going on. Well, we didn't draw land this time, and we don't have any way to draw more cards. So that sucks. Glad to hear it. Oh my god, Shauna. Ah. Well, here we have it in action. Pair of archaeologists, same color, hanging out together. And maybe, who knows, they could dig up a terror to hang out with them. But yeah, that quote was from when I was playing Chivalry, trying to explain, like, stay close to your teammates. Me? Trouble? Never. Never once in my life. Oh, come on, deck. How about those lands, huh? That's what I get for keeping a two-lander. I should have mulled. Yeah, I'm gonna get cancelled now. Gonna have the Pinkertons knocking on my door any minute. Any minute now. Get an agony warp or unexpected fangs with this archaeologist. They get the unexpected fangs. Well, yeah, exactly. Can't ban Amaranth. Okay, there's a land. So here's the problem. I play the Palace Sentinels, and then they snuff out the Palace Sentinels, put unexpected fangs onto an archaeologist, and take the Monarch. So I cannot do that. Are you serious, Blind? Should be no limit. Unlimited booba. I guess this is not the place for it. There's the terror. And a Gurmag Angler. Yeah, we just kind of did nothing this game. They still have 6 cards in hand. We try to go double removal spell onto one of these things, and they just like play one counter spell, 2-for-1 us. We got to do something. And they're like, Spell Pierce. Yeah. Who saw that coming? Everybody saw that coming. Come on. So they must be deciding if they want to counter this. They choose not to. I mean, I kind of did foresee that. We had 2 lands in hand, and we didn't have Wildfire. We didn't have Companion. We knew we were gonna have trouble putting our lands down. Should have mulliganed. Exactly, Shauna. Oh wow, snuff out for life. Well, I guess they're at 20, so why not? And counterspelled. Just give up. See if they show us any more of their deck. So they just flash back to Deep Analysis. Attack for a bunch. Alright, so what do we have here? Don't have a lot of ways to interact with the graveyard, but we got the 4 Pyroblasts. Those seem good. Dawnbringer Cleric are okay. They take cards out of the graveyard. We can take out most of the removal. Removal just most of our removal just seems really bad. Do we want all the Dawnbringers? They are pretty much the only way we have to interact with the opponent's graveyard, and we can ephemerate them to keep that train going. It just doesn't seem all that impressive. I like the Stonehorn here. We could take out the last bolt. I was just basically keeping it so that we could have the option maybe to ephemerate Ardent Elementalist to get bolt to do the damage to the face, but maybe we just get rid of that last bolt. This is a better hand. We still have 2 lands, but we're on the play and we have Cleansing Wildfire as well as Companion. All right, fingers crossed, no turn 1 Spell Pierce. Nice. Another option we do have, I'm not going to go for it, but like Cleansing Wildfire, their stuff, means that they wouldn't have black mana because they only have islands and these lands, and the snow-covered versions of those as well. I want to get Mountain here for my Pyroblast. continue ramping. They're going to Spell Pierce here. We could Pyroblast back, which is bad against another Spell Pierce. Or anything that's going to counter it. Okay, so they Mental Note. And we get our Cleansing Wildfire. We have another white mana here. Actually, yeah, we use the Pyros. Let's get Plains. Play this. Pass back. We have 5 lands against their 2. All right, so they're holding up probably a Counterspell. We get Dawnbringer Cleric. So we have a few options. We could double spell, or we could try and resolve a big spell. I mean, this is practically game winning if it resolves, but they've got 2 blue mana up here, and I'm really scared of Counterspell. However, if they Counterspell, they're not filling the graveyard with more cantrips. So we could... All right, I'm double spelling. Another Dawnbringer. I think I'm going to go Dawnbringer here and take a card out of their graveyard. Get rid of that Counterspell. They're going to use Rotten Reunion to target the Counterspell. Okay. That's a, yeah, that is a thing. And Thought Scour puts a Brainstorm into the yard. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 instants or sorceries in the graveyard. They're looking at playing one of their big critters at this point. But we have Chumps set up, and we're looking to play Goliath Paladin. Or Palace Sentinels, depending on how much mana they have untapped when we get to our turn. If we've got a, like, if they're tapped out, I'm slamming Paladin. We chump the first time so that Paladin wouldn't die to an unexpected Fangs, and then after that, Forge will make Paladin a threat. Oh wow, they're gonna snuff out our Spirited Companion. Wow. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So they get to play the Terror and hold up Counterspell. Ooh, we get the Journey to Nowhere. Well, let's make them Counterspell the Journey to Nowhere, I guess. And yeah, I had to do the Journey first, because if I tried to bait a Counterspell with like Overseer or something, then I wouldn't have the 2 mana for Ward. Yeah. Find a land, we'll play it, and pass back. I think we just take the damage this turn, since Monarch and Initiative aren't in play. We can survive taking 5. Brainstorm from the opponent on their main. They're going to do Unexpected Fangs, sure. And they have 1 card left in hand. Let's try to resolve the Paladin. Their last card in hand was Counterspell. Of course it was. When that last card is exactly the card you need. What do they have here? Deep Analysis. Oh, that's a pretty strong one. Goliath Paladin off the top. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. We can kill their Tolarian Terror and cast Palace Sentinels. Or maybe we can't do both because of the ward. Still, worth killing the Tolarian Terror, I would say. I want to trim Ephemerates and Graveyard Synergy because they have lots of removal for your creatures. Okay. Find a Stonehorn Dignitary. If we're trimming on Ephemerates, then Stonehorn can go. Oh, that would, yeah, definitely should have. 100%. 100%. And an Archaeologist. Archaeologist. Oh, Archaeologist bins a Terror. Love to see it. We become the Monarch. Three cards in hand. Do I want to cast the Dawnbringer here? We can get rid of Rotten Reunion. Then we have another blocker. Well, deep analysis to draw them back into the game here. They're going to have a full grip almost. Okay, yeah, they flash it back again, so full grip, 7 cards in hand. Talarian Terror, Grimeg Angler. So yeah, they have, I think, 2 of each left. Ooh, find another. Oh, right, they already flashed it back. So this Dawnbringer's not really going to do anything. Let's start with Companion, draw a card. Ooh, Ephemerate, not bad at all. When Brainstorms on their main. And then I guess they can like Thought Scour or Mental Note, whatever they put back. You don't think they play the full 8? I'm pretty sure they do. 4 and 4. So they get their choice of Mental Note or Spell Pierce. Instead, they just get a 1/4. And we are ahead on time. Bonus. Mental Note. Yep. Cleansing Wildfire. Cast that, targeting our bridge. And we find the Ardent Elementalist. So we can get a Pyroblast back with that. That's not too bad. They're going to Rotten Reunion in response. I guess I'll Ephemerate in response. Get that Pyroblast back. Or try to. They're going to... Ooh, the Spell Pierce, though. Okay. We lose our thing. Are there any decent threaten effects in Pauper or the 1 or 2 minute versions? I've never... I don't know. What is threaten? That's probably an answer in itself right there that I don't know what it does. Another Dawnbringer Cleric. Steal a creature for a turn, then give it back. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, there do exist many cards that do that. 3 mana, steal a creature. I think actually the Mix Slash had a deck that was doing that. Um, Pretty sure. So what you would do, you would steal the opponent's creatures, and then you would have a what you call it, something that would allow you to sacrifice whatever. Uh, Ooh, okay. Here's an attack. We do have all the blocks though. What if their last card is Suffocating Fumes? I think we still have to block. But in that case, let's change how we block. If they have Suffocating Fumes, then our creatures don't die this way. Yeah, Handsome used to always try and get me to play Claim the Firstborn. Okay, here's a Tolarian Terror. Oh, and a Shrivel. Oh no, the Shrivel. Hey there, Handsome. Yeah, I was just talking about Claim the Firstborn. All right, well, here's a Stonehorn Dignitary, so no combat. Here's a Dawnbringer Cleric, get rid of your Rotten Reunion. And one more, gain 2 life. I know you have. Do you have stocks in Claim the Firstborn or something? They have another counterspell for Goliath Paladin. Damn you! They have 14 cards left in hand. Not getting rid of that deep analysis. That's what it really comes back to here. Gurmag Angler. Here's the big fish. Good card. Journey to Nowhere, not the worst. 1, 2, then we'll still have enough mana for Palace Sentinels. Yeah, we have to play it if we need the blocker. Do I want to play one more land? kind of been keeping them for faithless looting. Oh, we found Ephemerate? Oh, why didn't I keep a white mana untapped? Oh no. Could have ephemerated the Stonehorn Dignitary. Said no combat for you. Oh no! Oh, what a blunder. Ah, oh, feels bad, man. We know they don't have any cards in hand, so I don't have to worry about them gaining life. Good card, please. Dak, no! No! So I could go to their turn, block the Tolarian Terror, ephemerate the Palace Sentinels, get the Monarch back. But then they would get the Monarch back again. What a game. What are we going to do? I guess we attack with the Dawnbringer Cleric, and then we can ephemerate it and gain 2 life. Put a stop on upkeep. The bridge, come on. There's another Archaeologist. They mill Island Brainstorm, get the Brainstorm back. They have 7 cards left in hand. Or sorry, in the library. Cast the Brainstorm. Back, so they're at 6 cards left. We take 6 here, go to 3. And then we get to take the Monarch back with Ephemerate. Faithless Looting? Goliath Paladin. That's... Oh, that gives us enough blockers that we don't just die. But yeah, I really wanted Faithless Looting there. Another land. How are there still lands in our deck? All right, so we have to block both of the big creatures here. And we go to 1. Yeah, exactly. As we draw the lands, then there are fewer lands left to draw on future turns. We're just investing in our future here. The Shrivel. All right, I guess we got to go to Lost Well. Can't forge anything. Oh, right, they took it. They took it. We can't do anything anyways. Last card, Pyroblast. And that's it. GG. Wow. Grindy game. Grindy. Forget to attack. And we do. We have a Cleansing Wildfire turn 2. And I'll open that chest for you in a little bit. All right, opponent is mulliganing, so they're going to have some decisions to make. Let's open that chest. They've made their decisions. 5 play points. Hardened Scales. Modern. Playable. Hardened Scales. Is that card worth anything now, or is it still worth Garbo? And we also got a Persecutor Golem. 5 mana, 3/3. Okay. Okay, it's worth like 50 cents. That's great. This is enters the battlefield, create 2/3/3 colorless golem artifact, creature tokens. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single golem, that player copies that spell for each other golem that spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those golems. Cool. Ah, the golem's not worth anything. Forest into Bogle. Oh, we're playing against Bogles. Ugh. Here comes a Slippery Boy with Rancor. Journey to Nowhere, not going to do anything. Let's play Inspiring Overseer. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good draw. That can get rid of something that isn't Rancor. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. You can also get rid of that Utopia Sprawl. That's not the worst. Kind of want to cast this Faithless. We get to discard Prismatic Strands, and then maybe I can find Smash to Dust. No Smash. We do find Dignitary, which is a good one. Get rid of that, and I guess one of the Ardent Elementalists. All right, let's get rid of that Utopia Sprawl. And I guess we might as well attack while we're at it. Ethereal Armor. Oh, that is a problem. First Strike and Trample, or we're just going to take this damage. We do have one of Prismatic Strands. We're going to be able to buy ourselves a turn. We also have Stonehorn Dignitary to do the same. Could also late to dinner the Ardent Elementalist to get... How many Dawnbringers in the main? Just 2. Could late to dinner the Elementalist and get Cleansing Wildfire back. Block with Cleric, then late to dinner it. Oh, that's a good blind. I like that. I like that quite a bit. So maybe we just go ahead and cast our Ardent Elementalist and get Cleansing Wildfire back. A Lightning Bolt, woo! Ooh, the Mask. Oh, that is lethal. I could just block, though. I could just block with the Dawnbringer Cleric, and then we only take 6, go to 2, and I get to keep my Prismatic Strands for another turn. This is worse if we draw Ephemerate, but if we have Ephemerate, then we get a Stonehorn Dignitary Ardent loop. Yeah. Yeah, Stonehorn's next. Either that, or maybe actually Goliath Paladin is next, because then we can go Goliath Paladin, Prismatic Strands, have the initiative ticking, and then Stonehorn Dignitary. Well, that is the plan, handsome. Prismatic Strands is really good. Okay, Heliod's Pilgrim. But we get to journey that, so this is lethal. We don't even need to show them Stonehorn Dignitary. I guess if we go Forge, we have lethal anyway. Just Forge the Flyer. And then they take lethal even if they block. Opponent says never luck. Well, one of us had to get lucky. I guess I'm glad it was me. Bring in 2 Dawnbringer Clerics. We could bring in Breath Weapon. I think that might be more of a danger to us, especially on the draw. But we do have a lot of cards we want to take out. We want to take out Journey to Nowhere and a Braid. So we do need one more card to come in. We could bring in Pyroblast to try and counter a Bogle, but I think that, yeah, we'll just bring in 1 Breath Weapon. Yeah, that would be the only target, would be Bogle. Seems not great. Yeah, I think this is the best we're going to get it. Like, we could bring in another Breath Weapon for a Lightning Bolt. I just don't think the Breath Weapon is going to be super good on the draw. It will be better on the play. Oh, you mean the Irration Cleric? I think I would rather keep the bolts for direct damage. This hand was actually pretty close to being good. Like, we have the Dawnbringer Cleric with Ephemerate and Stonehorn Dignitary. If we had an artifact land, this hand would be so much better. Stupid Boros Garrison. Why aren't you another artifact land? Woof. Gonna discard a hand size over here. I guess we can bolt them so we don't discard a hand size. Because we don't really have anything good to discard. There's an Armadillo Cloak. That's a good one to take down. Oh, Prismatic Strands. Cool. The thing is, like, Armadillo Cloak is pretty good, but there are definitely better targets for our Dawnbringer Cleric. I'm wondering if we just go Inspiring Overseer this turn and try to draw towards our next land drop. I don't think we're in danger of dying. Cool. Gets us our land for Cleansing Wildfire as well. Play Cover Scout. And just an attack for 3? That's not bad at all. I was very afraid. Thought they were going to do something good. Find another land. Okay. So we have access to 4 mana. I think I still just want to start with Cleansing Wildfire. Just worried about getting blown out. Like, what if they are kind of tricking us here, and then next turn they're going to play, like, Mask and Ethereal Armor? I don't think that would quite kill us, though. Spirit Link, sure. I don't care how much life you gain. And another bridge. Okay. Draw a card of Spirited Companion. Find another Cleansing Wildfire. I think that we are in a little bit of danger at this point. I don't want to play Cleansing Wildfire and take down Prismatic Strands. Let's just play Rustvale Bridge. Pass the turn. Yeah, we'll take this damage. I should be auto-yielding to both of these to save time on our clock, because that will be a factor. If we have to go to a game 3. I'm not too sure about going to a game 3, though. Like, our hand seems pretty good. Right, let's Dawnbringer, get rid of the Armadillo Cloak. And, ooh, what's this? Ram through in response. Ephemerate. Destroy Spirit Link. I want to keep the Overseer as a blocker here, just in case they play something scary. I'll take that trade. Killing a Bogle is a good thing. Oh, they have another. Replacement Bogle. All right, let's ephemerate the Companion. Find Late to Dinner, so we can get the Inspiring Overseer back with that. Okay. Play another Overseer. Find a paladin. We have 2 mana to crack a food token. Pass back. Oh, that's bad news bears for the opponent. Let's play Goliath Paladin. Get a plains, play it. Attack in the air. Yeah, we can just Prismatic Strands if they attack and try and take the initiative from us. We're pretty far ahead. Prevent green. Don't know what you were trying to say there. Stonehorn. Yeah, I mean, we can just prevent whatever they're doing, just turn after turn after turn after turn. And then maybe we can find the loop with Stonehorn. I'm a little bit worried about another ram through killing my Stonehorn. That's not really a big deal. Let's forge onto one of our flyers. Find Ephemerate, beautiful. So we can Ephemerate, kill that Armadillo Cloak. If we need to. I feel the same way. Feel like it's pretty over. This will allow us to keep the initiative. Don't really care about the 5 damage so much as holding the initiative. Trap. Find another Stonehorn. All right, well, let's attack all. Play Stonehorn Dignitary. And watch the tears flow. Oh, they're going to ram through to kill our Inspiring Overseer. Plus they have Trample. So if we Ephemerate the Dawnbringer Cleric, kill their Armadillo Cloak, then they just killed their own creature. Or we could prevent green damage, and we still kill their creature, and we get to keep Ephemerate. It's not a fight spell. It just deals damage. Okay, okay. It's only when it deals damage in combat, right? Combat damage. Okay. Sure. Okay, they're empty-handed. We get to draw an extra card this turn. Find another Prismatic Strands. So let's go Stonehorn. Palace Sentinels. Ancestral Mask. Oh, that makes it pretty big. Let's see if we can Throne of the Dead 3 into a Cleric. Yeah, we can. I mean, everything is good here. Okay, opponent says GG. Getting to the throne room's a pretty big deal, and being able to beat Bogles, that's also really, really nice. So definitely like the flexibility that this list has. I don't like this hand. It is so slow. Someone has to be the doubter. So, yeah. We need people on both sides for this to work. I really want to mulligan this. This hand is so slow. And we don't know what the opponent is playing. Like, if they're playing red, we just lose. Not much better, but maybe a little bit better. Because we have our third land as an untapped land, so we can play Inspiring Overseer on turn 3 at least. Oh no, I got rid of the bridge that produces black mana. We had all 3 of our colors. What am I going to do? Okay, so they are red. Ooh, Cleansing Wildfire turn 2. Not bad. What are you going to do, opponent? Rustvale Bridge is an off-meta choice. They're not going to know for sure what we're playing here. It's going to be like either Boros Sin, Boros Init. Find another Prismatic Strands. Okay, Prismatic Strands, not the worst versus Burn. Let's go get Mountain, find a Goliath. Would like to be able to find some removal for the Thermal Alchemist. This thing does a lot of damage over the course of a game. Turn 2 Alchemist is very strong. Reckless Impulse, turn 3 with an Alchemist on board, seems good. No land drop. Maybe they have another land in hand. They do. So they can end the festivities. And, oh no, they're going for the Lava Spike here. Yeah, that makes more sense, because then the festivities is going to be really good against this Inspiring Overseer, let me tell you what. We could play the Rustvale Bridge and then Prismatic Strands on their upkeep. Yeah, Meow Mix Max, a pretty big change. But when you've got so much card draw, like the Kuldotha burn was a great deck. To see that deck supplanted by another version is really impressive. Eli, what do you think about mono red and the current variants? I know you're something of a burn master. Yep, yes it is. Absolutely insane value. Okay, they're going to end the festivities, which untaps their Thermal Alchemist. It's even better than Night's Whisper. Night's Whisper costs you life. Okay, gain a life, draw a card. What do we get? Untap land, maybe? Faithless Looting. Dewy Faithless. Could discard the Stonehorn and the land. But we kind of want to like get to Paladin. We could discard the Stonehorn and the Prismatic Strands, and then we have Prismatic Strands in the yard for when we play the Paladin. Hmm. I see your combat comment there, friend. I'm just trying to get through this turn here, and then I'll think about what deck I would play. Okay, another Prismatic Strands. Cool. Okay, so are we supposed to cast Prismatic Strands on upkeep again? Is the next question. Some of their stuff is sorcery speed. Amigo, hello! Do we cast the Prismatic Strands on upkeep? All right, so if we're playing Pauper next month, what would you play and why? First thing is I would look at the top tier decks and pick one that really stands out to you that you would really enjoy playing. You want to be having fun as you're playing at this giant tournament for sure. Um, I would look at Affinity. I would look at Red Burn. I would look at. I would seriously look at Azurius Familiars because Azurius Familiars is really, really good in paper. So yeah, Burn, Affinity, Azurius Familiars, Caw Gates, Dimir Terror, Blue Fairies would be my top picks. And just, like out of those, whichever one feels the best to you. Yeah. Fortunately, I have been paying attention to Pauper right now, so I am familiar with some of the top decks. Bogles would be another choice. I would look a little bit less at Burn and Bogles because they're generally like so fast, but definitely Burn more than Bogles because it is far and away the best deck in the format. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I guess it's fine. It worked out. Okay. Think they were considering cracking the synthesizer. So we've gotten 3 out of our 4 prismatic strands. Okay, so they are going to crack the synthesizer. They reveal Mountain. And it's time to forge. So what do we forge here? I think we forge the Overseer, which is just going to be more guaranteed damage. Hey, Stream Team. Made it in time for the final match against Burn. We're having a really good time with this deck. We're 2-2. And been some really enjoyable Magic. Ash Barons, yay. Let's Spirited Companion. Or are we supposed to Faithless Looting? Maybe we're supposed to flashback Faithless here. We've got 2 cards we're ready to discard. You'd be your own build of Mono Red, which is a little faster, but overall similar to the competitive ones. Very cool. So you're going for like more of a traditional style of burn? Okay, hope we're not dead. Sweet. Not dead. F6. Reveal Lightning Bolt with a synthesizer, so that's going to be gone before it's useful. Although they could cast it to untap their Alchemist. So that might be worthwhile, or at least worth considering. So yeah, they are going to bolt to untap their Alchemist. Prismatic Strands, what a card. Okay, let's trap them. Find Palace Sentinels. Draw Plains. I think I'm going to try to draw into the last copy of Prismatic Strands. Oh yeah, that would have thinned the land. Yeah, makes sense. Good point. We just draw another land. Oh, still, those minimal gains are actually big deals. All right, let's attack. So the question now is, do we play the Palace Sentinels when we could try to bluff having another Prismatic Strands in hand? I guess the bluff doesn't really matter because they're going to go for it regardless. Okay. Find another Wildfire. I think we Strands in response to a spell going on to the stack. You like do it in upkeep. I mean, that is how we've been doing it up until this point, and it's been working pretty damn well so far. No, I like it. Yeah, I think it's just better now. I think this is worse against Drawbolt, because then we die on our upkeep, but what are you going to do? It's a tough situation against Burn here. Regardless, whichever way it goes, very close game, very good game. Okay. I mean, maybe they just have the bolt in hand and they're ready to kill us on upkeep. Looks like it. Yeah. Well, there's nothing we can do. We have no instant speed interaction. Good game. Oh, good question. How would that have gone? It would have been totally different. They would have had the opportunity to crack synthesizer and then have three options. And when we try to respond to their sorcery speed chain lightning that they cracked off the synth, then they bolt us in response. So I think that it was at that point, like them having the bolt was probably just good game. I think we needed to draw the prismatic strands last turn. I don't think we need the Stonehorn Dignitary in this matchup. We don't have to worry too much about their attacks. It's more the repeatable damage that I'm worried about. Maybe do this. Um, I think it is a defender. Eh, I've never seen it attack. Yeah. Thank you. 6 life. The 2-mana removal? Which, might board in the 2-mana removal. Which one are you talking about? You thinking Smash to Dust? I mean, that's not really going to kill much. Oh, I see what you're saying. It has Defender. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's like, we're not going to deal 1 damage and kill anything. No, we're saving that as a kill to one of their critters. Fuck. Okay. 7 seconds left. Jeez. Oh, this hand would be fine if we had an artifact land. If we had a bridge, I would keep this. Keeping the heck out of this. Double Ration Cleric with Ephemerate. Let's gain 12 life. Yeah, getting rid of the planes here. Hoping to draw more lands. I want all these spells. All these spells are super good. Oh, we can take the stop off the upkeep now. Relic of Progenitus. Yup, that is a card. Ration Cleric, go. I'm going to start to feel pretty bad about getting rid of that plains if we don't draw some more lands. Okay, that's getting journeyed. Oh man, I want to play the Spirited Companion so we could try and draw a land, but no. The Kessig Flame Breather is too good. It must be journeyed now. Question is, do I attack? I want to start doing damage, but attack is bad versus Swift Spear. I mean, we have to win eventually. Sooner better than later. Gotta get some damage in. Just kind of sucks. Okay, Thermo Alchemist. Hey, Simpletron, what's up? Oh, again, no land draw. Let's play the Companion, hope for a land draw. Ouch. That's what we get for ditching our planes, huh? I do know how it is. And I'm here for you. That's F6. They find Fire Blast and Ren's Resolve. That Fire Blast is not looking too good. Ren's Resolve here. Reveal Lava Spike in a mountain. Yeah, you don't see Lava Spike in these decks too much. Another non-land. So we could Ephemerate our Spirited Companion and Lightning Bolt this Alchemist. Hold on, let's bolt this first. And then we can attack. Oh wow, they're going for the Fire Blast. I guess with the mountain here, it feels pretty safe. Oh my god, and we miss on land again. No, not like this. Not like this. That's what I get. That's what I get for keeping a 3-land hand and putting one back. Ooh, and the festivities. I don't even get the option to block. All right, let's F6. Oh, you going for Korean cards as your bling. Cool, cool, cool. Going down to 8 here. Opponent still has 2 cards in hand. Are they going to start using that relic? Find a Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay, that doesn't help us. Guess we'll just play another Irration Cleric. Pass back. I mean, I guess it helps us in the sense that it is a spell that we can cast, gain 2 life with, and block with. So in that sense, it's fine. But definitely liked gaining 6 life there. Have to wish for a specific card. Plains. Oh, that's a really good one too. Wildfire. Cleansing Wildfire. No attacks is good. Okay. Mountain. That's fine. Let's play Inspiring Overseer, gain a life, draw a card. Relic of Regenitus is unfortunately keeping our late to dinner from getting any value. Maybe we can entice them to use the relic with an Ardent Elementalist. Oh, we found another land. Nice. Pass back. Six here. Opponent has a Kessig Flame Breather. They're going to Relic. What do we get rid of? Guess we get rid of the Spirited Companion so that we can Ardent Elementalist and try and get them to crack that relic. So that then we can late to dinner something and get that food token. Ooh, Prismatic Strands. They're going to let us take the Ephemerate. All right, so we got the relic off the table. That is what we were looking for with this play. Guess we can just F6 again here. Another Swift Spear. Flame Slash, one of our clerics. Wonder if we're going to survive here. We might just die. If I double block a Swift Spear, maybe I can kill it? They only have one card left in hand, so they would need an instant here to punish us. Inside Out combo. I mean, the cards still exist, but I think that losing Gush was a huge loss for the deck. Oh, wow. That was an interesting choice. That was definitely a choice they could make in Magic. They did not reorganize the blockers. I got to keep both of my blockers, and they lost their Monastery Swiftspear. Okay, so we can hold up Prismatic Strands and Ephemerate. Or we can late to dinner the Irration Cleric. I mean, Irration Cleric is not going to get any damage in through combat. Their blocks are good. We can only swing with Overseer. You're thinking Ephemerate the flying creature. Draw another card. I mean, we've got lots of cards to play. Maybe we find another land. Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. Another Prismatic. Yeah, that is true. We'll see what they decide to do. They have two cards in hand, and we have to untap to be able to use these strands. They tap the Thermal Alchemist pretty quick, but the next thing here, this requires a little bit of thought. All right, so here's a Chain Lightning. We're going to be taking a bunch of damage. Bolt is another 5. Make that 6. All right, let's Ephemerate the Ardent Elementalist. Try and get the Ephemerate back. That works. Play this land. And now we hold up Ephemerate Prismatic Strands and attack for 2 in the air. You like Ephemerate now to gain the 3 while they're empty-handed. That's fair. Because, yeah, we don't have to play through anything. We don't have to worry about them killing our creature in response to the Ephemerate, since they're empty-handed. We do have to worry a little bit about our clock. Like, I don't really want to use Strands for Thermal Alchemist, but okay. So they just play Kessig Flame Breather and probably just pass the turn from there. You know what? I should have just played the Prismatic Strands, so they would be in the graveyard, and then we could play Goliath Paladin. Yeah, I just really want to get this Prismatic Strands into the yard before we do that. So I'm going to Prismatic Strands on their turn. Yeah, in response to the ping. I guess, like, if they have Bolt here, we get really punished because we don't have another white source. Okay, no Bolt. F6. I should also auto-yield to that. So they're going to Lightning Bolt the Ardent Elementalist in response. Exactly, Teasdale. You know what's up. All right, let's Prismatic Strands. Prevent red. Get another Ephemerate. We're at 11. We have lethal? I guess we, what? We attack for 2, put them to 7. Okay, so we Goliath Paladin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have mana for 1 Ephemerate, not 2. Oh, right, we do draw the land with the Paladin. Thank you. Okay, I was confused. Yeah, you get the land with the Pally. 4 damage in the air plus the trap. It was just the extra land drop I wasn't quite there on. Very good line. Chat lethal is cheating. Yep. It is a nice counter, though, to having my attention be split. Oh, opponent's saying GG's. I mean, I just got them this game. We still have one more game to go. And only 6 minutes. Yep. Yep, that happens. I know that for quite a while in my early Magic the Gathering competitive play, after a particularly good game, I would say to my opponent, good game, and, go for a handshake, and be like, there's still one more game to go, bud. It's like, yeah, but that was a really good game. Good job. This is okay. It's really not great. We almost did lose to mana. It was so close. Yeah, that's very fair. I was just worried about us mulliganing this and getting something far worse. So we're playing the black bridges. Um, Not for anything actually in the deck, but it does bluff Deadly Dispute. We could also play the blue ones, and that would bluff Hydroblast. So we're going to go the opposite of last game, where we're going to keep a land-heavy hand. We're only going to draw lands for the rest of the game. You have a Lightning Bolt for the Dawnbringer Cleric here. It'd be pretty strong if you did. Yep. Cleric did gain a lot of life. That is true. Find a Goliath Paladin. All right, guess we're just playing the Dawnbringer. Oh, wow. The 3 Swift Spear draw with Ren's Resolve. Oh my god. Opponent, stop. He's already dead. I'm pretty sure they just missed a damage on Thermo Alchemist. Yeah, they totally did. Yeah, so it looks like Eli Silva, if you're still here, it looks like the opponent is on a deck very similar to what you were talking about, where they're playing Skewer the Critics and Lava Spike. Is that the right card? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. It doesn't matter how many Dawnbringers we play, it's just too much. They are basically out of cards here, but, like, they had enough. Oh, I gained a ton of hit points. Each cleric was 10 HP, so that's, or sorry, 5 HP, so that's 10 total, plus this one. And yeah, now we're totally dead. Oh, that's burn for you. Best deck for a reason. Okay. Alright, so this is the deck we were playing today, Boros Initiative, and despite the 2-3 record, which is, not the most thrilling, I had a very fun time playing this deck. Really, really enjoyed it. And I think that with more deck knowledge, I would have done better. The first match was absolutely a win. We just timed out because I didn't have the experience with the deck necessary in order to do my loops quickly. Needed to set my auto yields, very very important for the clock. So failing to do that, ended up timing out. And yeah, like the final game probably should have mulliganed. I was just afraid of, like mulliganing into a hand with no lands, basically. Yeah, otherwise also, yeah, like even against the Dimir Terror when we lost that one, again, huge misplay when I failed to exile the Deep Analysis with the Dawnbringer Cleric. So basically, we could have done a lot better. 100%. This deck seems pretty good. It has a good match against Affinity. It has a winnable match versus Burn, a winnable match versus Dimir Terror, um, winnable against Caw Gates. So yeah, I think that this deck is definitely worth looking at. If you at home are a fan of Cleansing Wildfire, if you really like big Boros decks to do really cool stuff, if you like Ephemerate loops and you don't want to play Azurius, then I think that this deck is definitely worth taking a look at and giving it a shot. Yeah,